Now, a grow tent isn't a magical box that automatically creates the perfect growing environment for your plants. Despite what some more overzealous marketing departments may have you believe, what they do, I said do. Anyway, what they do is provide a great foundation for your indoor growing project and also help to maximize the working efficiency of your grow lights with close proximity reflective inner linings all around your plants, minimizing light losses. They also shield photoperiodic plants from other light sources, meaning you can stay in total control of steering them from vegetative growth to budding, flowering, and fruiting. Number 1, too cold. Let's be honest, when it comes to locating a grow tent, our choices are usually limited. It's that spare room, or it's up in the attic or down in the basement. Basements are nice and insulated. Attics, on the other hand, are more prone to temperature extremes. Bedrooms, especially those with sun-facing windows, can heat up in the day, but you do enjoy more intimate relationship with your grow tent. Hey. My point is, your grow tent's environment is subject to the environment of the room it's located in. As for me, I've got 3 Sun Hut grow tents up here in my attic. It's mid-November and daytime temperatures have recently plummeted to 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 10 to 16 degrees Celsius for you eminently more sensible metric people, and at night it can drop to the 40s. Way too cold. What do I do? When I'm growing plants, I take the easy route and leave my grow lights on 24/7. Sure, it uses more power, but so does plugging in a heater. The LEC 630 covers my 4x4 space nicely. It produces plenty of rich, full-spectrum light, ideal for vegging, and it perfectly offsets the chill in my attic as it pumps out a fair amount of heat too. Temperatures range from between 73 and 79 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 23 to 26 degrees Celsius. Keep an eye on the temperature of your nutrient solution too. If it's standing in a cold room outside your grow tents, it will get too cold. Use a nutrient heater to keep it at 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius. I keep an eye on mine with my Blue Lab combo meter, indispensable. If you need a lights out period to give your plants a break or to trigger flowering and fruiting in some species, just be careful that the air temperatures don't drop too low. A lot of this is species dependent, of course, but generally anything below 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius at night, and you're airing into the chilly zone for commonly grown warm season crops. Now, peppers are one exception. Cooler nights will help cue them into fruiting. Run your lights at night when ambient temperatures are coldest and switch on thermostatically controlled heater during lights out. Avoid blow heaters as they can dry out leaves. Go for block heaters or oil-based radiators instead, and some grow shops offer some specialist low-profile heating solutions too. Run your fans on a thermostatically controlled fan speed controller, which automatically dials down your fans during lights out, helping to keep that precious heat in your grow tent. Number 2, too hot. This is a far more common problem with grow tents. A 1000 watt DE HPS inside a 4x4 grow tent is a beast to contain. Try 600 or 750 watts instead. Trust me, I know it sounds less exciting, but heat will kill the quality of your crop, cause stress, and reduce yields. 82 degrees is too hot for most plants unless you're supplementing them with CO2. Aim for mid-70s. That's around 25 degrees Celsius. How do you get there? Try air-cooled reflectors. Perfect for grow tents. There's no way I could get away with a 1000 watt DE HPS in a 4x4 if it wasn't housed in this AC DE reflector. I can run my fan on full power through this reflector because it doesn't blow air directly over the lamp. It just removes the heat by convection. Very clever stuff. Again, run your lights at night when temperatures are the coolest. Use an inline fan attached to an intake filter to actively push fresh air into your grow tent and take it out from the coldest place possible. As for extraction, be sure to place your extraction fan high up inside your grow tent and duct that hot air out of the room. Don't just recirculate it. No. Duct it to the outside world through a window or a roof vent. Remember, you're never going to cool your grow tent below the ambient temperature of the room it's situated in. So use air conditioning to cool the room or a portable air conditioner to blow cool air directly into your grow tent. Number 3, low humidity. Low humidity is anything below 50% in veg. In flower, you rarely get issues as long as you're normally shooting for around 40% anyway. I live in a really arid climate, so I struggle with low humidity in my grow tents, especially at the start of the growing season when my plants aren't transpiring much and still require around 65% relative humidity. Use propagators for seedlings and cuttings, of course, and humidity domes for juvenile plants. Just be sure to not overly coddle your plants. We're talking not keeping the lid on too long, no participation awards, you get the drill. Your plants won't transpire enough, often leading to micronutrient deficiencies in the seedlings. Now, when your plants get too big for their domes, you'll need to use a humidifier. The ultrasonic types work best in grow tents as the large commercial units just make too much mist for an enclosed area. However, I find the ultrasonic discs to be quite unreliable, so always have a spare or two. Failing that, if your tent has a decent waterproof floor like mine, then simply pour a few gallons of water down and raise your plants up. I'm using Grow Smart trays and next level plant elevators so my pots aren't sat in puddles. A really important technique when dealing with low humidity is to keep your nutrient solution more dilute. I muscled my way through 30% relative humidity in the early stages simply by going from say 800 ppm down to 600 ppm for example. Also, take it easy with the CalMag. lag, as this hitches a ride on the transpiration gradient. Be sure to irrigate your plants regularly, as they will be sucking up a lot of water. Raise your grow tent lights up, dim them down, and dial down your extraction fans to try and safeguard that precious humidity inside your grow tent. Number 4, high humidity. Watch out for this when your grow tents are full of mature plants transpiring heavily. Turn your fans on to max. You'll be glad that you overspec'd and went slightly larger than you needed in theory. If I'm over 55% relative humidity in flower, I start to worry about molds and low transpiration. This is why I recommend powerful extraction fans. Number 5, running out of vertical space. This catches out so many beginners, and it's another reason to go for a 600 watt or 750 watt light instead of a 1000 watt in a grow tent. Sure, some manufacturers make tents that are pushing 8 feet these days, but most are 6 to 7. Choose a low profile growing system. You really can't beat pots sat on elevators and a tray to catch runoff. Alternatively, go for a close proximity lighting fixture like a Spider X or Spider X Plus LED, and don't forget the soft mesh netting to spread your plants out and keep that canopy wide and squat. Don't be afraid to bend, tuck, and prune, and try and make the most of every square foot. Okay, we went on for a bit this one, but there was a lot to cover. I really hope I'm making things sound simple and not too complicated. Really, the best way to learn about growing is to just start. Making mistakes and learning is all part of the fun, and the process never ends. Ask any experienced grower. I really can't believe how fast this year has flown by. Suffice to say, I have so much more stuff to cover, so stay tuned. Turn notifications on too, so I can enjoy that grandiose feeling of making multiple cell phone vibrations around the world simultaneously. I'm thinking about switching things up next year and visiting other people's grow rooms as part of the mix. I think the learning opportunities would be incredible, so if you like that idea, let me know in the comments below. Peace, love, and happy growing to you all. This is Everest, out.